Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be across the nation, around the world. This is Apex Comics coming with you. A great review of Gore Shriek #1. But first off, let's get down to business. Tales of Zero coming up March 4th, Thursday. Please support my variant cover. It's under Cantrell. That's my real last name. Anyway, Apex Comics has the Tales of Zero variant cover. It's going to be the black and white edition. Inside pages, I'm assuming maybe black and white, maybe color. I don't know. It's according to what the PS13, Purple Smurf 13's campaign. So please support it. March 4th. Okay. You can sign up at Tales of Zero on the Indiegogo page. Go ahead and put your email address in. You get a 3D poster whenever you purchase Tales of Zero on the first day, the first 24 hours. So be sure to catch it. March 4th, Thursday, Indiegogo, Tales of Zero. Thank you. All right, let's get to Gore Shriek. Now, this is a book came out in 1986. This is actually the first comic book work of Greg Capullo. And so we'll take a look at the inside. It's published by Fantico. You have, look into the table of contents here. Yep, that's right. Cover Bruce Spalding Fuller. You have a story called This Page. They have these weird titles from these stories. And you have Host, and of course, Untitled. That's story by Bill Townsend and art by Greg Capullo. We'll get to that. Zombie Toolshed, story and art, Bruce Spalding Fuller. Cottonmouth, story and art, Steve Bissette. You may remember Steve Bissette, Tyrant, and he also drew Swamp Thing for DC Comics among other projects. So, let's get down to business, alright? This is the first story here called This Page. What kind of So then God says, Jesus, now I'll never get this smell out of them fishes. Arr, fishes. Get it? Har, har. Sure, Sully, sure. Look, we finished unloading the truck. You'd better go now. And so Sully goes. Think about his fat form wrapped in a radiation suit like some plump tom turkey, mummified in aluminum foil to prevent freezer burn. I laugh into my air mask. Sully belongs to a bowling alley, sucking up some ruse, not out making illegal toxic waste deliveries by moonlight. But then, who'd ever thought Arnie and myself would be out here burying the shit? Yeah, who'd imagine? Toxic waste. It all begins with that, doesn't it? Hey, free enterprise. That's the American way. Some people will do anything for a buck. That's for sure. Good title right there. Host drawn on the barrel. Smart placement there. As we go, and of course, things involved with toxic waste cannot go very well. Somebody kicks the barrel and it spills over. This guy somehow is infected. It's a weird thing on his back. So something's wrong here. He's been discovered. So Arnie's not looking too good. Wow. And then to the next page. Wants to figure out who's responsible for this. Who's doing the deliveries. So he goes there armed with a weapon. Yep. Just down the hall. Sees this woman scientist there. Get me Dr. Bendog now. Whoa. Okay. don't. Just kicks him over. Figures out, well, you pretty much did this to me. Got all these illegal radiation deliveries. Screw your traumatodes. Okay. So she's acting very nonchalant, smoking a cigarette, doesn't even have a care in the world. I figured out he's been affected. She's still smoking a cigarette. She has an affair. They were lovers, and somehow, it's part of the research. And so, it says there is no cure. There's only research. Now you have no recourse. Stay with me and my lover. I need so many lovers now. If we're to be lovers, then kiss me. So he pretty much barfs out all the intestines and worms and God knows what into this woman. She's infected. Her nostrils all filled up. That's crazy. She suffers like he did. And then, the very end, he walks away, someplace safe. Cold, so cold. Must sleep, rest. We will be safe here, yes. We will soon. Soon it will be warm again, and people will come. People always come. Then we can all be friends. Yes, soon it will be warm. Soon it will be very warm. All right, here's the Untitled piece. We got Bill Townsend writing it and Greg Capullo, very first comics work. Gore Shriek #1. It's pretty much this explains it. It's all just pictures. Pretty much tells a story. It's down on a farmland. There's a little girl there, and she looks up at the barn. It's very dark inside. Inside the barn, sees this shadow, and it's a monster shadow. And she drops the bucket and she runs away. And this thing coming after her grabs her by the head. Tries to get away. She hides, tries to stay away from that freakish monster. Looks in through, he's coming in there. So please don't come in here. Please don't. Please God, keep me safe. Squish! Right through the boards. Very terrifying. She's trying to get away. Has the pitchfork. Man, he grabs it. Brings her up there. Oh man, this is crazy. She's got to get away from that thing. Lifts her up. Someone licks her shoe. Throws her. And then, what's it gonna do? Rips him. Then, somehow, this girl, in her older version, wakes up from a nightmare. Sometimes she's very tall. And as she crouches down, looks in the mirror, she sees a ward. She's like an athlete. I don't know, did that monster give her growth powers or something? I don't get it. That's pretty crazy. But that's Greg Capullo's first work. I thought that was pretty awesome. There you got the zombie tool shed. That comes out in the chainsaw, the tool shed there. It's all pretty crazy. Rosewater Plantation. The sheriff to see you, miss. Oh, the hell. Sheriff to see you there, Miss Rosewater. Says, sorry to intrude, ma'am, but I'm afraid the Culpepper boy and 3 of his friends have come up missing. And this morning, like all the rest. And so she goes, Elizabeth, y'all go on outside and play spell. Well, the sheriff and I can have a little chat. And mind your granny. Stay away from them field hands. Like I always tell you, they got powerful work enough without little girls to watch. Okay, bye. So, that what I've been telling you, child. Lord, I know. Got something to cheer a little girl right up. Something I used to play with long ago when I ran the big house. Yep, Jedediah and B and Mrs. Rosewater spun it like it's not to get any information here today. Crazy old fart. What if I had my way? Hey, what's this? So close to the tool shed. Bear's looking into a kid's sneaker. Get some kind of monster in there. Somehow he's captured. Good chopping him. Oh, Sheriff, now my secret is out. Whoa, what the hell? Zombies. Sheriff, zombies, cheap labor costs how I turned such a profit on this plantation. Jedediah's idea originally. They'll work sun up to sunset and don't cost nothing up, really. They'd be disposable, easily replace people dying for the job, literally. Things were picking up here year after year. But as you know, I had to let Jedediah go. All right. And so, somehow they turn these hands into zombies. Somehow the voodoo dolls or the dollies. Somehow this child is like twisting the head, and there's a scientist's head there. Somehow chopping a scientist. And then, oh man. Somehow Grandma is pretty much zombified. It's the granny doll. Give me them dolls, youngin'. So she freaks out. She runs away. She's tossing the doll into the fire, and then Granny burns up. Rah! Yes, sir, you just got to have respect for the old ways. Ain't that right, Sheriff? That's all, folks. You got Cottonmouth by Steven Sack. Very cool. So, somehow, this monstrous looking hands are sewing someone. Awake already? Well, good. And good. We're nearly finished. It's been a long night. We've already seen all your associates. I made it my business to know who you all were, the names of my murderers. You see, we all trusted you so, believed you, thought we could rely upon you. When my daughter died, the doctors told me her killer's name, Staphylococcus aureus, but I knew better. By the time we knew what had killed her, I was already infected as well. As I suffered, I made sure I knew who all of you were before it took me. So here I am, you see, and here is my lovely daughter who died during her second period. Can you imagine? It was terrible, dying like a rabid dog. Here's someone whose family forced you to pay compensatory damages. Did that paltry sum wash your hands of my blood, my pain? And here is a woman whose doctor didn't know. He didn't recognize the symptoms. She didn't know it was you who killed her. I still hear my children crying every night. No matter, we are beyond all tears and pain, out of the reach of your lawyers and lies. You can't touch us any longer, but we can finally touch you as you touched us. There now. Speed of the dead, you know. I was nearly done before you woke up. That's blood you're tasting in your mouth. Don't fret, it isn't yours. It's ours. Unpleasant, I know, not to worry, though. The taste will be gone as soon as your mouth dries out. After all, they are super absorbent, and you shan't get them out of your mouth. It will be much quicker for you than it was for one of us. You'll choke on your own vomit. You'll suffocate, or the shock, or else you could simply swallow. Wow. And there's the ad. Shriek. Gore Shriek number 2. And shriek again. Wow. There you have it. Gore Shriek. Issue number 1. Very rare. Hard to find. If you can, good luck in finding a copy for yourself. Great suggestion. A great classic comic from 1986. I think they only published maybe 3 issues of this, if I'm not mistaken. But please like, subscribe, ring bell for notifications. Please share this video. And as always, man. But, of course, remember, Tales of Zero, Indiegogo, March 4th. Get your copy. Be the first to get it. Within 24 hours, you get a free full-color 3D poster. So, yeah, March 4th, baby. Tales of Zero. So, everyone, have a pleasant day or evening. Ciao for now.